Ever sit down to film a YouTube video? You open your laptop, you set up your camera, and then you spend the next 2 hours trying to decide what the video should actually be about. You scroll YouTube looking for ideas, you search keywords, you ask ChatGPT, you write down 5 or 10 different topics, and somehow none of them actually feel right. So you close your laptop, you tell yourself you'll figure it out tomorrow, and then a week goes by and you still haven't posted anything. And the frustrating thing is, you're not procrastinating. You've been working on it. You're just stuck trying to pick the right topic. But the reason this keeps happening to you is really simple. You don't know who you're talking to. You need one person with one problem to talk to, not everyone who wants to buy or sell real estate in your entire service area. Not all buyers, not all sellers. One specific client avatar. If you don't know your ideal client well enough, every video topic feels like you're guessing. But when you do, the right topics become obvious. So I'm going to show you the math that proves that picking the wrong topic barely matters on YouTube, and the one rule that will keep you from getting stuck in this overthinking analysis spiral. Before I started coaching agents, almost every client I got came from YouTube. No cold calling, no door knocking, no Zillow, no ads. I was new in town and I closed 23 deals my first full year in Savannah from YouTube, and it only grew from there. So I can tell you this from personal experience. Some of the videos that brought me the most clients were the ones that had almost no production value, no fancy editing, sometimes no editing at all. But the problem is that most agents never think about the topic the way that I'm going to teach you to think about the topic. They don't ask, is this the perfect video for my ideal client? Instead, they ask, what's easiest for me to film today? So they grab their film and they record something simple. A restaurant tour, a local festival, a quick walk in the park, or your newest listing. And I get it. It's easy to film. It's easy to upload. But it has nothing to do with the problems that your ideal client is trying to solve. So, of course, it doesn't lead to any leads and clients. And then what happens is totally predictable. You post the video, it doesn't get any views, maybe a few, a couple of likes, but no comments, no calls, no emails, no DMs, no clients. So now you start thinking, oh my gosh, that one was a total dud. The next one has to be like absolutely perfect. You start putting so much pressure on yourself that the next video has to be a 10 out of 10. You start second guessing every idea that you have, and that's when the spiral starts. I call this the paralysis loop. So it looks like this. You post a video, it doesn't really do very well. Your brain says, see, I told you that wouldn't work. And now your next video has to be perfect. So you overthink it to death. You delay filming, weeks go by, months go by, when the real problem wasn't the topic itself, it was the spiral. It was the paralysis loop, which brings me to the math. You've probably heard about the 80-20 rule, right? In my experience, 20% of your videos will get 80% of the views and subscribers. 20% of your videos will bring you 80% of your clients, which means most of your videos won't be the ones that actually generate any leads. And this is normal. So if you only post 10 videos this year because you're stuck in the paralysis loop, you've only given yourself 10 chances to hit that 20%, which is 2 videos out of 10. But if you post 50 videos this year, now the odds look totally different. We've got 10 chances for the right person to find your videos and hire you. And that's the part that most agents miss. YouTube isn't testing whether one video is perfect. It's learning, who are these videos for? Every time you post, the platform gathers a little more data about who watches, who clicks, who sticks around, who subscribes, who binge watches your videos. 10 videos from you over the course of a year barely teaches the algorithm anything. But 50 videos, now YouTube starts to understand exactly who your content is for. So from now on, here is your new rule. Never overthink 2 video topics in a row. If you have one topic that flopped, totally normal. It's fine. Nothing has gone wrong. Moving on. But 2 weeks in a row of doing that, now the paralysis loop has started. Here's what this looks like in real life. So, number one, acknowledge it. The last video didn't do very well. There's no drama. You're not telling yourself a big story about it. You're just going to ask yourself, was that a good topic for my perfect ideal client? Do you even have a perfect ideal client? If you don't, you need to go back to step one and do that. I'll link another video up here about how to figure out who that should be, because that's part of the problem. I want you to watch that one when we're done here, because that is step number one. Then step number two, remind yourself of the 80-20 rule. One video does not determine anything on YouTube about your success. One video that doesn't really go anywhere, that was a bit of a flop, does not determine your overall success on the platform. Step number three, think of a topic that your ideal client would be interested in. And then we're going to get to work on it immediately. We're going to film it as quickly as we can. We're going to decide what the video will be about. We're going to write out a bullet point outline, not a full script. Just these are the things I want to talk about. You're going to film it ASAP, get back on track immediately. No creating tons of pressure on yourself to be perfect. What does that even mean? Here's a quick story about how this happened to me. I remember I filmed a video very early on that I almost didn't post because I thought it was incredibly boring. It was about the cost of living in Savannah. I went to the NerdWallet website and I looked for other cities and I compared Savannah, and it just felt too simple, too obvious, too stat heavy, really dull. So I almost didn't post it at all. I was going to post something else, but I posted it anyway. And in the end, it turned out to be a video that has brought me many, many clients, not because it was a brilliant piece of content, not because of beautiful editing and tons of B-roll, but because it answered a question that my ideal perfect client was already trying to solve, which is, can we afford a decent house if we move to Savannah? And that's when it clicked for me. YouTube doesn't reward the most creative topics. It rewards the videos that are most relevant to the right audience, the right person to watch your YouTube channel. So the next time you sit down and start wondering, should I make this one? Is this a good topic? Ask yourself a better question. Is this something that my ideal client would find interesting and relevant? Is this a question they are trying to figure out, a problem they're trying to solve? If the answer is yes, you're going to hit record, because the agents who win on YouTube are not the ones taking 3 months to pick the perfect topic every single time. They're the ones who keep showing up with useful videos for the right person over and over again. Film it, post it, go make the next one. Now watch this video next where I show you why most real estate agents fail on YouTube. And it's because they're trying to talk to everyone and not one specific person. But how do you pick who that should be? Watch this video next, and I'll help you avoid the paralysis loop in the first place.